CurtaTrades here, and today I'm going to go over some of the reasons why your automatic start-stop feature in your vehicle is not working. And auto start-stop, for those of you that don't know what it is, it's a feature that is on most modern vehicles, and actually as of November of 2023 it's required on every single new car to have. And it's a feature that saves gas over time, and it will stop your car if you're sitting there idling, not moving. If you don't press the brake all the way down or far enough down to engage the auto start stop, then it will not turn your vehicle off. If you very lightly hit the brakes when you're stopped, it will keep it on and it won't turn the vehicle off. If you push the brake harder, it will be more likely to engage that auto start stop feature. If your seatbelt is not buckled, it will not auto start stop at all as well. And then most vehicles, I believe actually all vehicles, have some sort of option to turn the auto start off. Typically this is one of those settings that you can't permanently turn off, and every time you get in the vehicle, if you wanted to turn it off, you can push that button. Sometimes they put it in the menus on the touch screens. You have to search through and find how to turn off your auto start stop. So if you switch that button, it will not do the auto start stop. If you have water in your gasoline or moisture in your gas, sometimes you can get bad gas from a gas pump, it will not work. If you have any issues with your ABS system, for example, if you have an ABS sensor or a wheel speed sensor not working correctly, it will shut down that as well. A couple other reasons are if you have the accelerator on, obviously it's not going to turn your car off. So if you have the gas pedal on at all, even if you're using two pedals for some strange reason, but if the gas pedal is ever being pushed, the auto start stop will not engage. Also, if you've just reversed and then hit the brakes, it won't do the auto start stop. If you're stopped on a slope is another one that people don't realize. If you're on any sort of incline or decline, when you hit the brakes, it will not engage the auto start stop. So some of the main ones are having to do with the vehicle being up to operating temp. If your vehicle isn't up to its normal operating temp, it hasn't warmed all the way up yet, the fluids, the oil, the coolant aren't up to operating temp, then the auto start stop will not work. So basically what the car is doing is it wants to warm up quicker because a warm car is more fuel efficient. And if the vehicle stops during that warm-up process, it won't be all the way up to operating temp. So it wants to get the vehicle up to operating temp quicker, so it doesn't want to turn off, which is a good thing. Also, not just the vehicle operating temp, but the cabin temperature. If you have the air conditioning on or if you have the heat on in the winter and your cabin isn't fully up to that temperature that you've set it to on your HVAC controls, then it will not do the auto start stop. That way your vehicle will cool down quicker or heat up quicker in the winter. If your car is low on fuel, or if you have any battery issues at all, or if the battery isn't charging really well, for example, or if it's an older battery, it will not do the auto start stop. Again, it doesn't want your battery to be low on charge and the vehicle turn off and then not be able to turn the vehicle back on, so it will not work. If you have check engine lights or codes at all, it will not work either. It usually does that because some sort of component or system might not be working correctly, and if one of those systems or components isn't working, it usually shuts down a lot of other ones. That's why typically you'll see your cruise control isn't working if your check engine light comes on. If you drive a diesel vehicle, your diesel particulate filter, which is part of the exhaust system, if that's clogged up, it can cause it to stop working as well. Typically that might throw a code for emissions though, so it might be a little bit more noticeable thing. And also if any of the doors or the hood are ajar, so if one of your sensors that says the doors are closed aren't working properly, or if your hood's popped, then it's not going to engage as well. If there's any other big ones that I forgot, let me know in the comments. And just remember that if this doesn't fix your problem, if it's still not working, you can check out your user manual. It'll probably give you a couple more that I did not list that are specific to your manufacturer.